Liv Morgan has a high regard for herself. In recent months, Liv Morgan has undoubtedly captured the spotlight in WWE, drawing attention with a series of significant achievements. It all began when she injured Rhea Ripley, forcing Ripley to vacate the Women's World Championship. This pivotal moment shifted the balance of power, and since then, Morgan has systematically taken everything that was most precious to Ripley. She claimed the Women's World Championship, established herself as a dominant force in the women's division, and even began to exert influence over Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day faction. Her victory over Ripley at SummerSlam further cemented her rise to the top. On paper, Liv Morgan, at 30 years old, has become one of WWE's most influential female superstars. However, comparisons with Rhea Ripley continue to persist. While Ripley remains physically dominant, with a strong presence and undeniable charisma, Morgan has quietly amassed her own following. Yet, some still argue that Ripley's grip on the WWE audience is stronger, even as Morgan has consistently proven her worth in the ring. But for Liv Morgan, comparisons and doubts don't seem to matter. She has proclaimed herself the best, and she's not shy about letting the world know. Morgan's confidence radiates, and she's determined to solidify her place in WWE history. Liv Morgan recently took to X, formerly Twitter, to make a bold statement, accompanied by highlights of her recent accomplishments. Just a reminder. I interrupted Rhea Ripley's unbeatable streak and, by myself, pulled Becky Lynch out. I'm the greatest WWE Women's World Champion of all time, Morgan posted, reaffirming her belief in her own dominance. Morgan's confidence is evident, and her accomplishments back it up. She halted Ripley's seemingly unstoppable run and has gone toe-to-toe with some of WWE's most formidable competitors. Morgan's self-assurance stems from her resilience, grit, and an unrelenting drive to prove that she belongs at the top of the women's division. However, despite her in-ring success and growing accolades, some critics argue that her storyline connection with Dominic Mysterio has recently overshadowed her achievements as a singles competitor. While her relationship with Mysterio has undoubtedly added intrigue to her character, some believe it detracts from her independent rise to the top. On screen, the chemistry between Morgan and Mysterio has garnered attention, but Morgan's true strengths lie in her ability to deliver in the ring and elevate herself without relying on alliances. Morgan's fans, however, see her relationship with Mysterio as an additional layer to her character, one that adds complexity and depth to her WWE persona. For them, her accomplishments in the ring speak louder than any storyline connection. She has taken down giants like Ripley and Lynch, proving time and time again that she can go head-to-head with the best and come out on top. As Liv Morgan continues to assert her dominance, she seems determined to rise above the comparisons to Rhea Ripley and cement her legacy in WWE history. Her confidence and assertiveness, paired with her undeniable in-ring talent, make her one of the most compelling figures in the WWE women's division today. Regardless of her connection with Dominic Mysterio or any other storyline elements, Morgan's ultimate goal remains clear: to be remembered as the greatest WWE Women's World Champion of all time. With the WWE landscape constantly evolving, only time will tell how far Liv Morgan's star will rise. For now, she is reveling in her success, and she has no doubts about her place at the top. In a recent statement, Liv Morgan made it clear why she considers herself the greatest WWE Women's World Champion of all time. Just a reminder. I interrupted Rhea Ripley's unbeatable streak and, by myself, pulled Becky Lynch out. I'm the greatest WWE Women's World Champion of all time, Morgan boldly declared. While she's celebrated for her title reign, her on-screen connection with Dominic Mysterio has also drawn significant attention in recent months. The real focus, however, remains on Morgan's impressive reign as champion, which has now reached a remarkable 109 days. As of now, Liv Morgan's title defenses have been relatively few, with only 3 notable matches aired on television during this reign. However, the next big challenge is right around the corner, as WWE Bad Blood is set to take place on October 5, 2024. Among the three matches already announced, the highly anticipated showdown between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley stands out. The rivalry between the two is fierce, having escalated since their last encounter at WWE Bash in Berlin. During the Bash in Berlin event, Morgan and Mysterio faced off in a mixed tag team match against Ripley and Damian Priest, also known as the Terror Twins. Ripley and Priest's chemistry in the ring led them to a decisive victory over their opponents. The match was hard-fought, but Ripley's physical dominance and Priest's unrelenting aggression were too much for Morgan and Mysterio to overcome. This feud, however, extends beyond just these two matches. The latest episode of Monday Night Raw added yet another layer of intensity to the ongoing storyline. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest once again sought revenge, not only against Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan but also against their former stable, the Judgment Day. This stable, which once included Ripley and Priest, has undergone significant changes, especially after their betrayal at SummerSlam. The betrayal effectively pushed Ripley and Priest out of Judgment Day, leaving them to fend for themselves as they rebuilt their own faction, Justice Day, in response to the treachery. Ripley and Priest have since forged their new path, and their rivalry with their former allies has become more personal than ever. Monday Night Raw saw both Ripley and Priest torturing their former stablemates, showcasing the animosity that now defines their relationships. The Judgment Day, which had been a cornerstone of WWE's storylines for months, has splintered into factions, and the tensions between the members have reached new heights. As Liv Morgan gears up for her title defense against Ripley at WWE Bad Blood, fans are eager to see if she can hold onto her championship. The stakes are higher than ever for Morgan, who has worked tirelessly to cement her legacy as one of WWE's most dominant women's champions. Yet, Rhea Ripley, with her unmatched strength and aggression, presents a formidable challenge. The build-up to WWE Bad Blood has been intense, with Morgan and Ripley continuing to trade barbs and attacks in the weeks leading up to their match. Ripley's desire to reclaim her spot at the top of the women's division, coupled with her thirst for vengeance against Morgan, makes this one of the most anticipated matches of the year. As the date for WWE Bad Blood approaches, the WWE Universe is buzzing with anticipation. Will Liv Morgan continue her reign and prove her claim as the greatest WWE Women's World Champion of all time, or will Rhea Ripley rise to the occasion and dethrone Morgan, once again asserting her dominance over the division? The outcome of this match could very well shift the dynamics of WWE's women's division for months to come. For now, Morgan remains on top, but with Rhea Ripley breathing down her neck, the champion faces one of the most difficult challenges of her career. All eyes will be on WWE Bad Blood as the rivalry between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley reaches its boiling point, and only time will tell who will walk out with the WWE Women's World Championship.